A story by Servicingpedia. In a quiet laboratory at the turn of the 20th century, a faint green glow shimmered in the dark. It wasn't the glow of electricity or fire. It was something no one had ever seen before. A small vial on a wooden table illuminated the shadows with soft light, as if it were alive. And beside it stood a woman, focused, fearless, and utterly devoted. Her name was Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person, man or woman, to win two. But her greatest discovery wasn't just radium or polonium, it was the power of service through science. Marie was not born into wealth or privilege. She grew up in Poland under foreign rule, in a world that didn't welcome women into education or science. But her curiosity, that quiet spark, refused to dim. As a child, she collected rocks and minerals, fascinated by their texture and shine. She didn't know it then, but she was already building her first scientific collection, the foundation of her life's work. Her passion wasn't for possessions, it was for understanding. To her, every discovery was a way to serve humanity, to use knowledge as a tool for bettering lives. Years later, in a cold, dimly lit shed in Paris, part laboratory, part workshop, Marie and her husband Pierre Curie began a grueling experiment. For months, they stirred boiling vats of crushed pitchblende ore by hand, breathing fumes and enduring exhaustion. There were no assistants, no safety equipment, no modern technology, only determination. And at the end of years of backbreaking work, they extracted a speck of a new element, radium, so small it could fit on a pinhead, yet powerful enough to light up the darkness. It was beautiful and dangerous. And in that glow, Marie Curie saw something extraordinary. We must use this power not for destruction, but for life. Her discovery didn't stay confined to textbooks. She turned it into service. During World War I, when soldiers lay wounded and doctors struggled to locate bullets or broken bones, Curie designed mobile X-ray units, vans equipped with radiography machines that could travel directly to the battlefield. She personally trained nurses to use them. She drove them herself. By the end of the war, over 1 million soldiers had been treated thanks to her innovation. She didn't charge for this work. She didn't patent her discoveries. Because to her, science belonged to everyone, not to be sold, but to serve. Marie Curie once said, "I am among those who think that science has great beauty. A scientist in his laboratory is not a mere technician. He is also a child placed before natural phenomena, which impress him like a fairy tale." But unlike most fairy tales, hers didn't have an easy ending. Years of exposure to radiation, long before the world understood its risks, took a toll on her health. Her notebooks are still radioactive today, kept in lead-lined boxes. And yet, even as her body weakened, her purpose remained unshakable. She believed her research would outlive her. That knowledge, when shared, becomes eternal service. Today, every hospital X-ray, every radiation therapy, every diagnostic scan owes something to Marie Curie's sacrifice. Her discovery continues to serve millions silently, every single day. It's easy to look at history and see inventions, but if you look closer, you'll see services, acts of devotion, born from people who gave not for recognition, but for others. And that's what Servicingpedia stands for, the belief that the greatest service isn't selling or earning or gaining. It's giving knowledge, giving hope, giving light in the dark. Marie Curie didn't chase power. She created it and then gave it away. Her work illuminated lives, healed the wounded, and continues to serve generations she never met. Because the greatest discoveries are not measured in fame, but in service. At Servicingpedia, we tell the stories of those who turned their purpose into service. People who shaped industries, improved lives, and left behind legacies that still serve the world today. If you're inspired by stories of dedication, innovation, and human service, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us at Servicingpedia, where knowledge meets purpose and service builds the future.